Okay, so what I wanted to show you today was how you can overpower the sun. Now, this is something that I don't often do anymore. I usually try to sort of balance the exposure out, but I wanted to show in this instance how I could get that beautiful sky in the background as well as showing the lovely sunflowers as well. So today I was using the a7 III and I wanted to try the 16 to 35 f4 lens, and I thought that might be a great combo to try this out. Now, these are retouched images that you're looking at the moment, but what's going to happen is I'm going to show you the images that are straight out of the camera. Now, some of them may look a slight bit over, but I did want to pull that back in post later on, as you could see from those first three images that I showed you at the beginning, that you can then balance the ambient and the flash exposure as well. It was very, very heavily backlit on this day, so I really had to push the power up on the flash. Kerry was sort of standing on the right-hand side of the girls, and I was using the Magnum reflector on the Profoto B10 because I did have to have a real pop of light. And I think from memory, I was on around about 8 on the power, and it goes up to about 10, so it was nearly on full power. But what we'll do now is we'll have a look at the shoot, and I'll take you through things. The first thing that I'll do is do a ambient exposure, and I'll show you how that's done now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back to the wider lens because I want to grab the girls standing amongst the grass here, and also I get the flowers behind them. Well, they're sticky, these things. So what I'm going to do is still go 1/25. I'm on f4. Kerry, can you do me a favour? You might have to stand here. Just about there. There's nothing there, sweetheart. They would have gone with me standing here. Kerry's doing snake patrol. Now you might have to push that up a little bit. Let me check and see. Okay, so we're going to start with Sierra today. And what you've got to do is you've got to balance for your ambient, and that's the thing that I was doing here. So you have to do a few tests. And what I worked out was it was best at 1/250th of a second, at f4 and ISO 200. And that gave me sort of a bit of power with the flash left over. So that will give you a nice ambient exposure, and then what you can do then is you start to then fill in with flash. So all I did was then I just played with the flash power until I balanced the two out. And like I said, the images may be just a fraction over, but I certainly can adjust them later on in post. And I prefer that rather than sort of bringing the images up due to the fact that that's where noise lives. So it's always better to be a little bit over in your exposure and then drag it down so you have much less noise. That's it. Now just make sure your body sort of faces towards Kerry and then bring your face back to me. All right. So this is basically straight out of camera. This is just the Capture One profile that I brought the images in on. They look completely different to the video because I used the ZV-1 here to shoot S-Log3. I just wanted to test out to see how the colour looked using S-Log. So the colours are quite different. But really what you have to look at here is just how the results look from the still images rather than what you're looking at from the video. I could grade this if I wanted to, I suppose, to try and match a little bit more, but I wanted to show everything exactly as it was captured on the day. Kerry, can you point that up just a little bit that way? Yeah. So what I'm on now is I'm on 250th, I'm on f4 and ISO 200. So I'm trying to get as much of that sky in as I can.
You can even look down, even touch the grass there.
Beautiful. Okay, swap girls. Let me just do a couple of really wild ones. Oh, hang on, let me go here. Let me have a look.
You could do the
yep,
same.
they're cute.
Come over, like just to the end, grab the grass too. Just put your other arm down. Yep.
Beautiful. So this is not the normal way that I shoot. I actually don't usually do this.
Yeah.
with flash. I tend to shoot a lot now more daylight, but I'm really wanting to give this a go again today, just to see if we can hold that, you know, sky that's in that background, which is the important thing. Okay. Okay, next girl. You always come with the cutest outfits.
You've got the sunflowers to match the sunflowers.
Yeah, how cute's that? Now I may have to raise this up a little bit. Just miss the legs, but
Just tilt it.
yeah,
It's easiest.
yeah. So this is Anya again. All right, so let's go. Beautiful. Now we have to sort of have the flash down a little bit here so that we can get underneath the hat. I'm going to do some wider ones now. They're really dramatic, the wide ones. They're beautiful. Really beautiful. So I'm trying not to get Anya too far on the outside. Now Anya's really slim, so you know it's not really going to do much to her body to make it very distorted unless I put her right over the edge. Beautiful. Okay.